I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Can anyone confirm? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so once again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance demo session today. Uh, let's have a quick introduction about myself and about Visualpath. Then we will get into the rest of the details. Myself, Anusha, having 8 plus years of experience into Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operation modules. I have good exposure towards the implementation and the support projects. So currently I'm working with one of the big four organization. So where I'm doing a implementation for the India localization. So that is about myself. And coming to my training experience, I have 4 plus years of training experience in finance and supply chain management modules. Sometimes I conduct workshops on new topics like a co-pilot. In Dynamics, we have a AI that is co-pilot, how the invoice capturing solution. On the latest functionalities also, I used to conduct some of the workshops in previous year. So this year also I'm planning some of the workshops on the new topics, and I give a project management accounting training also separately. Yeah, so that is about my training experience. Coming to visual path. So visual path, you might heard about a visual path. This is one of the large institute where they are giving a wide range of technologies. So where they have trained multiple students on multiple technologies. Visual Path has 16 years of experience in online and offline training sessions. They have expertise in every technology. So in Dynamics, Finance, they have expertise. Like not only one or two trainers, they might have multiple trainers on each technology. So everybody is an expert. And in the Visual Path, the best thing is you will get a scenario based learning, and they will give a some kind of placement opportunity also, and they will try to guide you how to prepare for interviews, etc., etc. Okay, so that is about a visual path. Hope everyone is clear about these things. Now in next 40 to 45 minutes of discussion, I am going to talk about what is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance. Okay, what is the history of this? Uh, when you understand the history, then you will understand the current focus on D365, what you need to focus. So, once you understand the history and the current things, what is the benefit of using D365 Finance? What are the different modules you need to learn to become a finance consultant? If you wanted to become a certified consultant, what is the certification examination you have to write? So all those things I will be covering in 40 to 45 minutes of discussion. If you have any queries, you can stop me in between and you can ask. If not, you can wait end of the session. I will give you some time where you can ask your queries. I will try to help you with the clarification part. Yes. Hope that is fine with everyone. Let's move on. Any idea, guys? So, what is the ERP system? Which type of organizations will use ERP? Any idea what is ERP? Let us start from ERP, then we'll get inside of the D365 and all. So, what is the relation between ERP and D365 and all? You will understand little later. So, now let's talk about ERP. Any idea what is ERP? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Why I am talking about the ERP? Because my Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations application is a ERP product. So it is a ERP product. So that is where I should know what is ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. In any organization, you need a accounting software. Okay, accounting software is required. What is the purpose of accounting software? To track all the company transactions. See, today I have purchased so and so transactions. Today I have made some payments, etc., etc. Right? On day-to-day basis, whatever the transactions are happening within the organization, they need to record that information. Where they will record? In the software, one of the software application, they will record it. So that is ERP software. With the help of ERP software, every organizations will record their financial information of the organizations. And once I record it, I wanted to review the data. Is it possible for me to review? Yes, it is possible. Through reporting, you can get the data. Just give a date range from January 1st to 31st of January. This is what I'm expecting a data. You will get the data. You can store the data and you can retrieve the data. You can alter the data. Whatever is possible, whatever is required for the businesses, we can do it in the ERP softwares. That is where ERP software is must. Every organization, every small, medium, large scale companies will have a ERP software. It is very much required for the organizations. That's where they have to use it. Okay. Now, if I use a ERP software, what is the benefits I will be having it? The first thing, any ERP software you can use it. Okay. So the best thing is you will have a system integration. Okay, what do you mean by system integration? System integration is nothing but between two different applications, you can give a connection and your data can flow between these two applications. Example, your Amazon website to your banking portal. Whenever you select a banking information, it will navigate to your banking portal, right? How it is happening? Through integration it is happening. So system integration is one of the feature of the dynamics. The second one is real time data update. What do you mean by real time data update? If you update something in the system, okay, for example, I added a quantity of 20. Immediately, in every of the form, wherever the quantity related information is available in the system, everywhere it will update. So if you reduce it, everywhere it will reduce it. So the data will be updated in a fraction of seconds in all the places. That is called as a real time data update. Just give me a minute, guys. I was talking about okay, same thing. Okay. So data will be updated. Now, centralized information management system, IMS. What do you mean by centralized? Your data will be storing in a single software. Like when there was no ERP long back, okay, 50 years back story I'm telling now. There was no ERP at all, no ERP software. Businesses were using multiple softwares. One is for capturing the purchase data. There is another software especially for reporting. There is another software especially for reconciliation. Another software especially for sales. If you wanted to run the business, you need to run 4 to 5 different softwares in the organization. And when you are having a 4 to 5 softwares, you need many people, right? Work on each software, I need minimum 4 to 5 people. So user consumption was more, software licensing issues were there, and many softwares and data is not accurate, and whenever you wanted to generate the reporting and all, you will not be able to get a proper values, etc., etc., etc. Lot of issues were there when you are maintaining multiple softwares. Then only the ERP was introduced. After seeing all these issues, they have introduced the ERP software. which is a single platform. Anybody can log into ERP, like whoever is having access, they can log into ERP and they can store their purchase data, sales data, they can retrieve the reports, etc., etc. Everything is possible. That is called as a centralized single place of storage. Your data will be storing in a single place. Consistent user experience. When you are using a ERP software, any ERP software, you will not have too much of problems. Like when there is a new things, new functionalities added, user will not feel so difficulty to adopt the new things. Why? Because it is looks like a layman language, and on the daily day to day whatever activities we are doing, that is what implementing an ERP, right? So the consistent of user, like he is able to work with ERP very flexible, and they feel so comfortable to adopt the new things also within the ERP. So that is the major characteristics of ERP. And we were talking about ERP and what is the benefit, right? Now tell me, what are the ERP products we are having in the market? There are thousand plus ERP products are available. If you search it in internet, please provide me list of ERP products. You will get a big list which includes so many ERP softwares. But I'm not going to talk all the ERP products now because this is not ERP training. I wanted to highlight there are few important ERPs are there, like SAP. SAP is a ERP product. Oracle, you might heard about Oracle. In the Oracle, they have two different products: Fusion, Oracle Fusion, Oracle PeopleSoft. So Microsoft Dynamics Navision, Tally, then Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. Okay, so this is how we have multiple ERPs are there, like a Hansa, GP. Okay, so many ERP products are there, but these are very well-known ERP products to the many people. That's where I just highlighted. Okay, yes. Move on to the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. Okay, now you got some clarity, right? Why did we discuss on ERP? Why? Because our Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations is a ERP product. So that is where we got little bit of idea what is ERP and what is the use of ERP and all. Now move on to the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. It is a cloud-based product. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations is a cloud-based product. Okay, so where you have multiple modules. I will tell you what are the multiple modules little later. But if you see this diagram, where you will understand the complete history of Microsoft Dynamics, exactly when it was started and where exactly available now. So everything we can see it here. In 1998, like nearly 30 years back, right? Not even 30, 25 years ago, the Microsoft Dynamics product was introduced. By whom? There is a company called as a IBM and US based company called as a Danish Damgard Data Company. With these two companies has introduced product, they kept the name as a Accepta. The product name was a Accepta in 1998. Later, in 1999, IBM was not continued with the product. They left all the rights with the Danish company. Okay, so then in 2000 year, Danish company merged with Navision. There was a company called as a Navision. They merged with the Navision. In 2002, Microsoft acquired the Navision company. So when the Microsoft has acquired the Navision company, This Accepta product also acquired by Microsoft. From 2002, the picture is something different. Previously, it was managed by Danish company. From 2002 year, Microsoft has acquired a product and they kept the name as a Accepta 3.0. The shortcut for Accepta is AX. AX is nothing but Accepta. Okay, it was 3.0. From there, Microsoft started doing so much of implementation, so much of research towards this ERP, because day to day our requirements will change, right? See, today I will ask you some query. So how do you feel, how like whenever you are ordering something, how comfortable you are with that delivery and all? So yeah, I'm not so comfortable because I'm ordering today, it is taking 2 or 3 days of working days to deliver the product. So then they have introduced a q commerce. Within 10 minutes, especially in India, okay, within 10 minutes you are going to get whatever you order it, so or within one day. So they are trying to improve their functionalities, right? So to meet the customer satisfaction, they are improving. Similarly, these ERPs are nothing but it is a accounting software where it has to satisfy the customers, right? So that is where they were doing so much of research and all. And in 2006 year, with some changes within the application, within the functionalities, they have introduced a Accepta 4.0. Okay. In 2008 year, again they did some more improvements. They keep doing the innovations on the product and they keep adding a new things to the product, and they have released a Accepta 2009 version. Okay? Yes. In 2011, they entirely released a new interface with new functionalities and all, which is AX 2012. In AX 2012, we have three different versions: R1, R2, R3. Then in 2016 year, most of the ERP products are migrating to cloud. So then Microsoft also decided to move the Accepta to cloud, and this is the cloud based version released in 2016 year, which they call it as a AX7. But they were not happy with the name because when it is a cloud based environment, the interface is entirely different than Accepta, but the name is old name only, right? So then they decided to change the name to D365 Finance and Operations in 2017 year. Actually, cloud version was released in 2016 only, but they have changed the name to D365 F&O in 2017 year. From there, they are doing so much of improvements to the cloud-based version, and they are releasing a new functionalities, new modules they are releasing, everything to meet the customer satisfaction. Microsoft is keep doing a innovations within the application. So there is a some licensing things are there. When you no need to buy the complete finance and operation license. When I say finance and operation, which includes finance area, supply chain management area, multiple areas are there. But if you don't need all the areas, you can buy the individual license also. From 2020 onwards, they started giving a single licenses. If you need only finance license, take the D365 finance license. If you need only D365 SCM license, take it. Only commerce license, take the commerce license, etc., etc. They started giving from 2020. This is a quick history of Dynamics. Hope it is clear. Now, in the market, Microsoft Dynamics 365 is trending. Why? It is cloud based, first reason. Second one, your data is secured. Third one, you have lot of flexibility, lot of functionalities which will support your country specific needs. For example, you are working in Saudi and you wanted to implement e-invoicing for your country. Okay, is it possible? Yes, within D365 Saudi Arabia e-invoicing is available. Hungarian e-invoicing is available. Country specific features also they are improving. They are adding it. Country specific any requirements are there, maximum with the help of Microsoft Dynamics, we will be able to meet it. So that is the benefits, right? So that's where D365 is more trending compared to other softwares, and we have lot of opportunities because it is growing. We have very small family for D365 so far. We need more consultants like you guys. We need more people. So that's where more opportunities are there. So we have to grab this opportunity to get inside of the D365 family. Okay. Now, what about Accepta? It is a old story, right? Accepta is a old one. Do we still see Accepta? Accepta till 2009, whatever this thing, backside, right? 3.0, 4.0, 2009 are no more available. I don't see anybody is using this application still. Maybe there might be 2% or 3% of the clients still using a older version, but Microsoft has already stopped giving a new licenses to the Accepta product, whether it is a 2009 or 2012, anything, they are not giving any licenses. If anybody is already have a license, they will be continuing it, it seems, but no new licenses. And now I see many clients are migrating from Accepta to 2000, sorry, Accepta 2012 to D365. They are migrating. Why? Because they wanted to be in a latest version. They are migrating. So that kind of projects also going throughout the global. Yes, that is about a history. Within the D365 Finance and Operations, Finance and Operations is a application, right? So within this application, we have major four modules. One is finance, second one is supply chain management, third one is commerce, fourth one is human resources. When I say finance, finance which help you to record your day-to-day financial transactions with the help of finance modules. Supply chain management is help to record your operations, how much procurement is happening, how many sales are happening on daily basis, how my inventory cost is updating, how I am producing a new product, where I am storing, warehouse management, all the inventory related operations things, operation related activities will be storing in the SCM modules. Commerce, in any of the retail industry, if you wanted to use the D365 with the help of commerce module, we can do it. HR, human resources, we can use the D365 to maintain the employee payroll information. In any organization, when you join, you will get a joining letter. You will be creating with the employee ID, employee number. You will have some fixed pay, variable pay, salaries. What is your roles? What is your designation? Monthly, how many leaves you are taking? What is your leave balance? How are you updating timesheet? Your employee details. That information also can be stored in D365 with the help of HR module. Okay, in HR module, we have a complete payroll related details also can capture. You can add your income tax details, etc., etc., your investment declaration. Everything is possible through HR module. So that means if you buy a one application, one license, finance and operations, if you buy it, end to end whatever is needed for the business you can store it. Okay, it's a accounting software, right, where you can capture all the information. Now, we are not focusing on all the modules, right? So different consultants will work on the different areas. Your background is your study background is accounting side. For example, you are coming from BCom, MCom graduates, uh, uh, BCom graduates, sorry, MCom, MBA. All these accounting background people can choose a finance. Okay, and your prior experience is something related to accounting, some end user process related, some purchase order process, sales order process, some process oriented accounting or finance, something if you are into that, those also can choose a finance as your career choice. What about supply chain management? Supply chain management, if you wanted to choose, see, first of all, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations will be chosen by accounting background people. Your study, if you are belonging to accounting, you will choose it. Either any one module can be chosen. But now the trend is changed. Even if you are not from accounting background, you are from computers background, you are from purely IT background, still you can choose a finance and operations because no difficulty, right? So anybody can learn finance and operations because it is a user friendly application. Okay, and the concepts are very clear to learn and all. So that's where anybody can choose the finance and operations for their career choice. I have seen many people are coming from BTech background and they are learning the finance or supply chain management and all. It's only interest. If you have an interest, definitely you can learn it. Now, when you join into any organization, you will find three type of projects. When you are working, when you join as a consultant in D365, three different projects: implementation, support, upgrade. When I say implementation, it's a new project. From the 0 to 100, we are going to create it. From the scratch, you are going to build everything. That is implementation. When I say support, it's already implemented, but you need to support them. Need some kind of guidance. That is called as a support. What about upgrade? Upgrade is nothing but just now I mentioned, right? If you are using 2012 Accepta, from there to D365, you can migrate. That is called as a upgrade project. In detail things and all, once we start the sessions, we can talk. But high level, remember these are the three different project types. Whenever you join to the project, especially implementation project, they do some kind of analysis phase. There are some phases. Nobody will not directly start implementation and they will not deliver to the client immediately. It will be a 1 year of time. Within 1 year, every week, what you need to do, every month, what is the progress. That kind of analysis will happen in the first phase. In the after analysis, you have to design the requirements and you have to develop within the application. Then once you design it, you have to test it whether it is working or not. For testing, we will spend hardly 1 or 2 months of time and we will test it. Once the testing is completed, you have to do the deployment and you have to start operating the application. So these are the high level phases. The detailed discussion will be there in upcoming sessions. You don't need to worry about it. So this is a high level project phases. Okay. Something we understood now about finance and operations, right? Like finance modules, we know finance is there, SEM is there, etc., etc. But after I learn D365 finance or SEM or something, what are the different roles available in the market? You can apply for a functional consultant. Okay, functional consultant will have 1 plus 2, 7, 8 years of experience. Within the functional consultant also, they will call it as a senior functional consultant, junior functional consultant, based on your experience. If you're having 6+ years, then they will call it as a senior functional consultant. If you're having less than 6, they may call it as a associate functional consultant. Different names will be there. Functional consultant, business analyst. Okay, business analyst is nothing but you need more experience for this. Like, you should be having a dynamics experience like 5 to 5+ years, and you should be aware of the business requirements also. If I ask you what is Saudi Arabia requirement, you should be able to tell me. When you closely work with the clients, you will understand the business requirements, right? By default, in Saudi Arabia, invoicing is mandatory if the company turnover is more than 100 CR. Something, some kind of requirements you should be able to tell. Then you can apply for a business analyst role. There is a new role added, that is a test consultant role. If you wanted to do only testings in the D365, you can go for a test consultant role. Only testing. You will not work on anything else. Only posting a transactions, whether we are getting expected output yes or no. All these things you will be doing it. Once you are having more exposure on everything, you can learn manager related roles, PMA certification you need to do, and you can become a project manager also. Okay, so this is a last phase. Like, once you have a 10+ years of experience into D365, not only subject, you need a managerial skills also, right, to become a project manager. So this is a different role. Now, in D365 Finance and Operations, we have one more role, that is a technical consultant role. I would like to give the clarification between functional consultant and technical consultant. There are two different roles, functional consultant and technical consultant. What about functional consultant? Whatever training we are going to learn, that is for functional consultant, where we are going to focus on the project configurations. We are not going to do any kind of coding. No coding is required. To become a functional consultant, zero coding. If you wanted to become a technical consultant, then you have to choose a technical course where they will train you how to write the coding. What is the X++ language? So, what is a class? What is a method? If you have some coding background, then you have to go with the, if you are interested to go with the coding side, then you have to choose a D365 technical consultant course, not the functional consultant. Functional consultant course will only talk about business requirements, what is the client expectation, how are we configuring the system, how are we preparing the documentations, etc., etc. That is a functional consultant. Zero coding. Okay. So now we are learning finance functional consultant. We are learning for finance, especially finance. That too, it is a functional consultant. Now, okay, we decided to become a functional consultant in the finance or SCM, whatever the area it might be. What is the key skills are required? You need to learn the tools. When I say tools, what do you mean by tools? Tools is nothing but, first of all, Microsoft Dynamics application you should learn. When I ask you, go and create a main account, you should be able to create it, right? So you have to learn the application. That is a major tool. Without learning a application, you will not have a opportunity at all. See, not only for this technology, guys, for any technology, freshers are having very less opportunities, right? Freshers are hiring from the colleges only. If any company want the fresher, they will go to one of the college and they will get the graduates from there. They will not hire from many places, right? Or through referral, they will get it. Very less chances for fresher. Okay. So, but if you wanted to go on to this technology, definitely you have to add some of the experience, right? So at least you should tell them, I don't have experience, but I know the application. I never worked on it, but I learned it. So that is important. So that's where you have to learn the tool. How you are learning is entirely depends on you. So from Visualpath you are learning, or from some other institute you are learning, whatever it is, you have to learn it. Once you learn, then you have to start applying for the opportunities. That is a one tool. I know everybody will have a experience into Microsoft Office also, right? Office. How come Office is also required? As a functional consultant, we will have more work in Microsoft Office only. In application, we will do 30%. The rest 70% we will do in the Microsoft Office, like Excel, Excel data preparations, template preparations, and all. Microsoft Office documentation, FDD documentations, solution documentations, etc., etc. So we will more work on the documentation part. So that's where we should have Microsoft Office idea also. Like, I'm not asking you to become expert in that, but you should be able to work on the Excel, Microsoft Office, some PowerPoint presentations, etc., etc. That is about the tools. Customer focus. You should be able to understand the business requirements. I know this will gradually add to your experience. In the first day only you will not understand. In the within 1 year you will not understand. Once your interactions are increasing with the client, when you are working on the multiple projects, you will get a more exposure on the customer, right? Customer focus is important. So, and you should be able to understand the requirements, and you should be able to provide the solutions for at least few of them. That will come gradually, not on first phase only. Second phase, third phase, slowly, when you are working 1 year, 2 years, and all, you will learn the things. Communication is important. Documentation skills is also required. Business thinking is required, right? When I get a requirement, is it really exist in the market? Do we have this requirement for the country, or is it only for you? Is it a business requirement, or is it a country requirement? So those kind of analysis you should be able to do. That analytical thinking is required. So finally, if you have some kind of certification, that will be your added advantage. If you wanted to become a finance certified, you have to write a MB 310 examination. MB 310. 330 for SEM. I think 320 is for something different. So 300 is not available now. Microsoft has removed MB 300. Now you can, earlier we used to write MB 300 first, then MB 310. But now 300 is not no more available. 310 is available for finance. If you have all these things, definitely you can become a functional consultant. Okay. Now, coming to the coming to the content. So far we understood some of the background, right? Coming to the content, if I wanted to become a finance consultant, what are the different modules I need to focus? We are we will be calling it as a modules in the ERP software. Okay, module. Within the finance module, what are the topics? Those topics will be calling it as a module. So the list of modules I have given here: organization administration module, general ledger module, accounts payable module, accounts receivable module, cash and bank management module, fixed asset module, taxation module, project accounting module, budgeting module. There are some important real time related topics feature management, data management, electronic reporting, and I missed to add a one more module called as a consolidation also. I'm going to discuss consolidation also we are discussing. In each module you have some content, okay? Every content we are going to cover from these modules. I just given high level in this general ledger module. What are the contents are there? What is journal names? All these terminologies. I know this will be a very new for you guys, these terminologies, but I will try to help you to understand these terminologies. Okay, to configure within the system and how we are going to utilize these configurations when we are posting a transactions. Everything step by step we are going to focus in the next training sessions. Yeah, in the accounts payable module also I have given some of the topics here. In accounts receivable module also we have a customer related things and all. So I'm not focusing on the content, like I just given the what is the modules I'm covering. What is accounts payable, what is accounts receivable and all, I'm not going to discuss now, because if I explain you now, definitely you will get confused. So that's where just look at the content names of the modules, whether this module is covering or not, that's all. So within the module whatever the content is required, what is that module specific to and all, we'll see once we start our training. Fixed asset module, depreciation profile, books, etc., asset creation, asset things and all. Taxation also we are covering. So it is a in especially India withholding tax, India GST. I will talk in a high level, but the VAT throughout the countries VAT is common. So I will talk about the VAT, project creations, what is electronic reporting, data management, feature management. This is the subject point of view. Apart from the subject, I'm going to focus more on the real time discussion. Why? Because we need to understand what is happening within the companies, right? If you don't understand what is happening within the company, what is the client thinks, definitely we will not be able to configure it. So, wherever there is a possibility of real time discussion, definitely I will talk about it. Real time scenarios will be discussed. Every day, the quick 5 minutes of revision will be there about the previous class. For example, today I started. Tomorrow I will give you quick intro about today's session, and then I will talk go with the new topic. And depends upon the your flexibility, your availability. Assignments I will be providing it. Okay, so you have to sit and work on the assignments and you can share it back to me so that I can review it. Okay. So this assignment part also I will be, see, I started from many years assignments. I'm giving it, but the thing is the people are not responding back. So that's where I don't want to put so much of pressure on anybody. I will give the questions whether you will be working or not, or you will work offline later also, no worries. So but I will be giving some kind of assignments, and every day I will be working on the document. So today I'm spending some time to discuss on few of the topics. I will share those topics to you so that you can also compare what is missing. Maybe you will also write your running notes, right? So if you are not able to capture some of the points through my document, you will be able to add the details. So interview questions will be discussed, and resume preparation also. I will provide you the sample resumes, and on top of that, I will give you some of the tips also. And what is the roles and responsibilities? You can add it and all. I will explain you. And I will be taking one mock interview. This is completely optional, guys. But from our side, we are ready to take one mock interview, not many. But if you want one mock interview, definitely we are available. Once you are ready, you can let us know and we will schedule a call where I will be taking a mock interview. Okay. So, interview related help, if you need anything during a mock interview time, I can guide you. Yes, you need to improve on so and so topic and so and so area and all. So, then that will be helpful for you to get more confidence on the interview point of view. Recording sessions, yes, we are providing a recording sessions. Okay, so you will have a access for that. Once you registered, you will have access, and whenever you miss the session, you no need to worry. You can go back to the recording and you can check out the things. So the classes, the duration will be, we are saying 60 classes nearly. Okay, nearly 60 classes. Why? Because we have added some new topics also. Earlier we used to wind up in 50 classes, 52 classes, but now we have added some extra content. It is taking more than 55 classes, nearly 60 classes. That's what I'm saying. So the duration will be 2.5 months. Okay, excluding weekends. We are not connecting on weekends, but any rare cases, if required, only one or two sessions I will be taking on weekends. Otherwise, we are not taking any weekend classes. So Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 9 a.m. is a slot, means 1 hour session, but between 7 to 9 a.m. IST, we are going to conduct the training session, especially the new batch what we are planning for 7 to 8 a.m. IST. Okay, that's all about complete finance demo for today.